And I am raw to the bone. Come on in, y'all. My glasses are fogging. I just got off my bike. So I'm so I'm still in thermal mode. I'm still sweating. So give me a minute. I'm still setting up. But I'm going to put on the music so that y'all can get in the mood, all right? So how about that? Give me a second, cuz you know what I say. It's always going to be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Come on, y'all.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Get your coffee. Today is Freestyle Friday, y'all.
today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good
Hey,
day.
miss you, boo.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Life ain't easy,
No, it
I
ain't.
think there's a reason, though.
What? Ups and downs.
Just like every
Other
different
season,
season,
y'all.
yo. Sometimes I'm high,
Other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
You always gotta
Fight and hide from the demons, y'all. Negative thoughts.
are poison.
Come on, get these words.
Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop
Come
unless
on.
I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost.
Hey, what? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow,
You grow, you show yourself
a foundation.
Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
Come on, I live my life.
In my head like a narration.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Hey,
Wake up,
today's gonna be a
good day.
wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good
What?
day. Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day.
wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey, wake up. Today's gonna be a
good day.
wake up. Today's gonna be a
Good day.
wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Step two. Hey, Lele. Step three. Step four. So today is Friday, y'all. We made it another week. All right. I see how y'all are trying to rush through January, but January is the best month of the year. And I see how y'all are trying to rush through it. Today is January 20th, and it's Friday, right? And so I always get excited for Friday because one, Freestyle Friday can open up to any topic, right? Sometimes people jump on and off the camera. So that's exciting, right? And then also, it's the weekend for those that don't have to work the weekend. So for me, I might have to work the weekend. My job right now is irritating the shit out of me. I have a migration that's supposed to happen tomorrow, starting at 5 p.m., and it goes to 2 o'clock in the morning. So for all those that think that all I do is coffee with friends and jump around on TikTok and shit like that, no, I got a corporate job, y'all, for real, y'all. All right, I know most of y'all know that, but I really do have work this weekend. So tomorrow night, starting at 5 p.m. is a migration that I need to babysit until 2 o'clock in the morning. Those migrations are rough on me. So at this point in time, I don't know if the migration is going to happen. It all depends on how the clients are feeling. But I've been doing this project for what, 2+ years? I'm on my last server. I'm trying to migrate. I'm trying to get the hell off this project. I feel like I've had this project forever and they're just dragging it out. So I dread jumping on my email after this show and reading the nightmares that's going to come out of this. All right. But in the meantime, between time for this particular hour, I'm going to enjoy talking to you guys. Good morning. I am Jacinta. Good morning. Come on in. It's Freestyle Friday and January 20th. You know I'm going to read the positive vibes of the day, but I was looking at the news last night, right, as I was laying on the couch chilling, right? Or was it this morning? I can't remember. What in the holy hell, and I said hell, is going on in Afghanistan, right? So, this is where, and I know I'm going to get myself in trouble. This is where religion makes my ass itch, right? Religion is, in some cases, it's like torment and punishment. It is, y'all. I'm sorry for the religions out there that I may have offended or offend on a regular. I don't mean to offend y'all, but I just saw a report where in Afghanistan, I understand the women, right, because of religious purposes, have to cover up their bodies and their faces. I understand that, y'all, right? But now they got to cover the mannequins' faces too. Mannequins look like ladies versus men. I mean, if the shit is dressed, what the hell difference does it make what the head looks like? Right? A mannequin head is a mannequin head, right? Unless you put a wig on it or some shit like that. Their thing in Afghanistan is the mannequins have to be fully clothed. We know that. But their heads need to be covered as well, as though they are real live people. It just tells me that it's beyond religion, in my opinion, right? I feel like it's a way to say women are not to be seen, are not to be heard. That's very unfortunate, Afghanistan. Not that y'all give a shit about what I have to say. And I know that people that follow these religions, that believe in these things, they will flip open the Quran or whatever book, hey Hillbilly Von Ray, whatever book they reading from, and they swear they will flip to the page and be like, the Quran says, the Bible says, the Hadith says, the Torah says. They'll flip open a page and find something that says you're supposed to cover the mannequin's face. And it don't really be saying that, but they'll interpret it to mean you should cover the mannequin's face. Now, some of y'all religions need to stop the shit. For real. Y'all have migrated away, in my opinion, because opinions are like assholes and it's Freestyle Friday, so I can say what I want. I normally say what I want anyway. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Johnny. But some of y'all religious people out there, I just want to say this. Y'all make my ass itch. Stop over exaggerating the words in the Bible to make it fit what you want it to do. Doing shit like what Afghanistan is doing, covering the mannequins' faces. Like some of y'all just go too far, and then y'all wonder why people don't want to be a part of y'all religion, because y'all take what's supposed to be beautiful, what's supposed to be healing, what's supposed to be good knowledge, and y'all shove it up people's cracks and make it like torture. To me, that shit that's going on in Afghanistan, covering the mannequins' faces, is just another extension of a message saying women are not to be seen or heard. But the funny shit is, they'll take those women's monies when they come in there and buy that shit that's hanging on the mannequins. We need to do better as a people, right? Because sometimes we as a people are our own oppressors. We are, and we use shit like these books and stuff to keep each other down. I just had to share that this morning because, I've been through my religious bouts. I used to be a toting 7-day Adventist. I'm not a toting 7-day Adventist anymore, right? And I do believe in something. Don't get me wrong. I'm not an atheist. I'm not. But I'm not extreme either, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, I believe that there's a higher power. I do believe that. We didn't get here. All of this world didn't happen just because, right? But the way some of y'all are going so hard at it in religion, it makes my ass itch. It turns people the fuck off. I know it turned me off. And this is why I don't claim no religion. I don't even claim the non-denominational stuff. I just don't want to be bothered, because every time I get into a religious situation, even the non-denominationals, everybody want to tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing, instead of you having your own relationship with what you believe. The fuck? So I just had to come out with that, because, I feel bad for these women that are born and raised in these countries, these Middle Eastern countries, where I feel they are mistreated and religion is used to continue to abuse the women. My opinion. Hillbilly said religion requires absurd beliefs. Man, okay? They will take their money, but tell them they don't have no voice and can't be seen. What kind of madness is this? Well, it's Freestyle Friday, y'all. How y'all doing this Friday? Huh? Y'all were active on Discord yesterday. I love it. I spent a lot of time on Discord yesterday with Richie Zen. Sometimes when we chilling and we just want to talk, chit chat a little bit, we jump on Discord and have a conversation. We do. Oh, and I came up with a whole nother idea for New Orleans, right? So I'm not going to do the t-shirts, but I have another idea, y'all. And I'm not going to tell y'all what it is because I want to surprise y'all. But I have a whole nother idea. But I still have the agenda that we need to go over, the draft agenda in the Discord NOLA committee group, right? There's an agenda that I want to go over because there's some meeting places that I want to make sure that we know to meet up at. There's some restaurants that we have suggestions. There's some food places that we have suggestions. I want to talk about all those things. We don't have to be tied to the hip at all times while we're in NOLA, right? But there are certain events and activities that we should do as a group, right? And so that's what I want to talk about, right? But I have some ideas. I do. All right. And again, y'all, Cancun soiree, August 10th through the 15th. If you have not booked or reserved and put your $50 deposit down, please do so. Anybody that puts their $50 deposit down right now, okay, will be entered into like a drawing to get their room rate free. How about that? All we need is another 6 rooms and somebody gonna get their room free. How about that? Right? Wouldn't you want to be in the pot? And everybody that already put their deposit in is in the pot, right? So somebody that already put their deposit in is already in the raffle. Who else is ready to put their deposit down on the Cancun soiree trip? Remember, get your passport, all right? You do not want to miss this trip. It's going to be epic. I'm having conference call meetings. I got planners. I got all kind of shit going on. You don't want to miss it. You don't. It's hey hustle. Oh, I am Jacinta said, does anyone's muscle aches in the morning? Does anyone have muscle aches in the morning? No, I mean, I ache all the time, not just the morning. Right now, I'm a little achy. I just got off the bike. I did a 30-minute Kendrick Lamar ride, and that shit killed me. So I'm really dead. This is a ghost that's sitting in front of you, because I don't understand how they have me riding at 70 to 90 speed, at sometimes 100 to 120 speed, at 50 to 60 resistance. Like my legs be on fire, y'all. That's why I get off the bike and I be like, I don't want to do no squats, because I feel like this resistance on this bike be killing me. But I want them big pow legs. Like, I don't want thin legs. That's me though. Everybody got their wants. I like my legs meaty, right? But I want them pow, like solid meaty, like a bam. Like when I walk, it's like a bam. It's normal for me, I am to be sore because I work out 6 days a week. So I stay the fuck sore. That's why once a month, I go and I get a 90-minute massage. I do. I stay the fuck sore. Okay, I go get a 90-minute massage, deep tissue massage, and Bruce fucks me up every month. I mean, when I'm finished with Bruce, I'm aching from him, but he gets under the muscle. Okay, and remember, we have to do a lot of stretching. I'm not the best at stretching. That's why yoga is so important. But first, we need to know how to fucking breathe. So it's just a lot of stuff in being healthy. It's not easy out here in these healthy streets. That's right, Mishi Boo. Right, Hillbilly, you too. Maybe it's because we old. Hillbilly said, I'm always sore from work. Hillbilly said, you've never worshipped until you worship with snakes hanging off your face. Laugh out loud. We have snake handlers in these mountains. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hillbilly. You said you ain't never what, baby, you want to see how I worship if a fucking snake was on my face? I'm worshiping and I'm slapping the fuck out of anybody that's around me because I'm swinging and I'm moving and I'm running. It's going to be a... Y'all think them praise dances that y'all see on in church is something. Let a snake be on me. Come on now. Be nice. All right. Trying to get my lighting to be good for IG. Okay. Hey, so blessed. Let me go up. Where Hillbilly said, and I am the center only if all day long counts for the soreness. I know that's right. Angel said, I tried your sauna spa for soreness. And the sauna spa. And how was it? Hillbilly said, hot bath with Epsom salts. That's a good one. I don't get in my tub. I'm very skeevy with tubs. Like I have a jet tub, but I'm the second person to live in this apartment. And I feel like the last couple that lived in my apartment, they probably sat in the tub. And it's hard for me to sit in the tub after someone. See, when I had my house, I took baths in my house because we built the house. So the tub was new and my ass was the first ass to sit in it. And literally, I bleach my tub and run the jets once a week. I pour the bleach in there, fill it up with hot water, run the jets for 20 minutes, let it shoot through the jets because y'all, I'm skeevish, right? But I still won't sit in there and take a damn bath. I feel like somebody's ass crumbs are still in the jets. I can't, y'all. So I just stand up and take really hot showers, right? And you know what's so crazy? I have an issue sitting in my own fucking jetted tub. But maybe because I don't have no chlorine. But I'll go to the spa and sit in the jacuzzi. That don't make sense, right? It doesn't, right? Because they're crumbs from their asses in those jets too. The fuck? See, I done skeeved myself completely the fuck out now. I really just did. Angel said, it's amazing. I burned 300 calories in 50 minutes of just sitting and sweating. I love that. I'm the center, you know. I don't know. I just get skeevy. That's one of the reasons why I stopped getting my feet done, right? You know, they put my feet in a bowl. This is before the nail salon started putting the plastic over the bowls. Like you just put your feet in the bowl. I used to get nauseous and I used to dry heave. And I used to be like, never mind, and take my feet out the water. It was something about my feet sitting in that tub and they turned them jets on. I felt like other people's toenails was shooting out of the fucking jets. Now that they use the plastic, right? Now that they use the plastic that goes in the tub, right? I'll put my feet in it, right? Because it's not in the bare tub. Like I'm very skeevish with certain things like that. And so I don't know. I know, mother, I need to sit in the tub, but yeah. I don't want nothing shooting out that jets getting in my cootie coo. I don't want nothing getting in my cootie coo. Angel said, wait, isn't this the same person that rubbed out at the gym? Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Angel, I just said that. I just said I'm the same person that'll go to the fucking jacuzzi in the gym and do some stupid shit, right? I don't understand. But maybe it's... It doesn't make any sense. It really, really doesn't. Maybe it's the chlorine. I have faith in. Maybe I need to buy some chlorine and throw it in my tub. I don't the fuck know. Y'all gonna leave me alone this morning. That's all I know. I'm gonna go ahead and read these positive vibes because y'all trying to come for me, and I'm not even I'm not finna fight all of y'all this morning. I'm not fin to fight all of y'all this morning. I just said that, Zen. I said that. I said, yet I have no issue going to the spas, the Soho Spa, and the resorts, sitting in the jacuzzis with a million other funky motherfuckers. But yet I won't get in my own tub in my house. Make it make sense, y'all. It don't make no sense. See, now I'm gonna go sit on the couch and scratch my head after this show, because what the fuck? What the fuck? It just, I know. I don't know what it is. I know. Interior Root said that's ass soup. Shut up, Zen. Stop that. We're going to get some positive vibes in here. I'm going to throw up the guest link because it's Freestyle Friday. And I don't know. I need y'all to jump on and off and talk some shit today. I don't know, But here, January 20th. We're going to go into a positive moment right now because y'all MFs are not going to keep coming for me. January 20th. Life will work for me when I realize I can take my own advice. How about that? Y'all motherfuckers ever give other people advice, but y'all don't take the same advice? I have seen people tell me how to handle situations or how situations should be handled. And then when they got to go to the crossroad and handle the situation to do some shit, all right, they don't even take their own fucking advice. You be like, what? Didn't you tell me to do what? The fuck you doing? Or the motherfuckers that are quick to tell you, leave your man. He ain't shit. Leave your man. He ain't shit, y'all. But soon as her man cheat on her, she's still sniffing up her man ass, and you looking at her like, what? Wait, what? Didn't you tell me to leave my man? People that don't take their own advice. All right. If I had a little girl, I would tell her all the things I think she would need to know to be fully prepared for life. I would tell her that there will be good days and bad days, and that she should be grateful for them all. I would tell her that she is always protected, and no matter what she does, she will always be loved. I would tell my little girl that life is full of wonder and excitement, and that is all available to her. I would tell her to focus on one thing at a time. Enjoy it, taking the most pleasant memories of it into the next experience. I would tell her to be kind to all people, even when they are not kind in return. I would tell my little girl to find something to appreciate about everything and everyone. When you are appreciative, you get more to appreciate. I would tell my little girl that she did not have to rely on people for her good, that she could withdraw all that she needs from heaven, if that's what you believe. I would tell her to always tell the truth in the way she would want to hear it. Always give her best and never doubt that it was good enough. Always remember where she came from and the people who helped her along the way. I would tell my little girl that the best things in life are not things. They are people. I would tell my little girl that it is important for her to honor what she feels. I would tell her that a well-ordered mind will never lead her astray, and that if her mind and life are to be in order, she must put God first, if that is what you believe. The most important thing I would want my little girl to know is that she would never be afraid of making a mistake, because mistakes, when evaluated, make masters. Until today, you may have found it easier to provide others with guidance in their time of need to help yourself. Until today, you may have found it easier to provide others with guidance in their time of need than to help yourself. You may not have realized how truly wise you are. Just for today, listen to and heed your own advice. Anything you can tell anyone else probably applies to you too. Today, I will talk to myself, listen to myself, and heed my own advice. That was a good one, because I know a lot of motherfuckers that give a lot of motherfucking advice, and I be looking at their life like, what? What y'all doing? That ain't what you said people should do. That ain't how you said motherfuckers should act. But when it comes to you and you enter the crossroad, sometimes people don't take their own advice. I have seen it. This light is so damn bright. It's driving me nuts. I have seen it where people do not take their own advice. And it makes my ass itch, right? Hey, Glamour 47. Oh, go get my ass in the tub. Leave me alone, Zan. Hillbilly said, I don't know. Advice isn't one size fit all. That's true too. Definitely is not. That's why it says take your own advice, right? What works for one doesn't necessarily mean it's good for another. Well, you know, Hillbilly, I agree with that 1000%. Because one of the things that make my ass itch is when you are going through a situation or an experience, right? And people turn around and they say, I wouldn't do that. Or if that was me, well, it's not you. It's not the fuck you. Right? That is a pet peeve. If I'm telling you something, right, that I'm going through and it's affecting me, I don't want to fucking hear, oh, if that was me, it's not you. The fuck? It's not you. It's me. Right? And you're right, Cheryl Lee. We are all guilty of doing it. I do it too. And in my daily life currently, I try to be conscious of not doing it because it's a habit. In every conversation we're talking to people, the first thing people say is, oh, if that was me, nah, it's wrong. It ain't you. We need to stop telling people, if it was me, this is what I would do. And if this was me, I wouldn't put up with this. And if this was me, I would do this, but this is not you. Right? We need to know, like Hillbilly said, advice is not one shoe fits all. But the one thing we can do is take our own motherfucking advice. Okay? Is take our own motherfucking advice. If you can sit across the table and tell somebody what the fuck to do, make sure the advice that you are giving that person that's sitting across the table from you, when the crossroad comes and hits you in your motherfucking face, make sure the same advice you gave somebody else that you thought would work for them, you apply it to your damn self. How about that? Stop going around telling people, if it was me, I would do it differently. I wouldn't put up with that if that was me. It ain't the fuck you. It ain't you. And you know what? That's a horrible thing to say to somebody. It is. Because when people say it to me, it makes me feel inadequate a little bit. Like, what? Did I do something wrong? Like, you telling me I didn't handle something right? We are not living in a cookie cutter world. I say it all the time. But we as humans are so guilty of putting our own lives and our own values, our own morals, our own everything onto the next person. And half of the time, we don't even live our lives according to what we're saying. I see it. And I'm guilty. But I want different. And so consciously, when I talk to people now, I consciously try my best to say, if it was me. Try not to say that. I do. I'm trying. I'm going to make a mistake and it's going to happen. I know it because it's habitual. But this is one of those things that we have to tell ourselves. We need to unlearn these bad fucking habits and learn new shit and have respect for our individualities. We are not the same. Yeah, we're the same race, same culture, probably talk similar, but we are different. How we move is different. How we feel is different. The things that affect us are different. Take your own advice. Take your own advice. Okay? I mean, you know, relationships get fucked up all the time with the statements of if it wasn't me, if it was me, if it was me, I wouldn't do that. Oh, I would handle it differently if that was me. It's not you. And I have witnessed plenty of people in my life that have given advice, told me what to do, told me how to handle situations, and I've watched them go through similar same situations years later, and I just be sitting there like this, waiting to see. And I know it's wrong of me on the inside, but that's the human in me. I ain't perfect, right? I be sitting there like, I wonder if that shit, that advice that they gave me, are they gonna apply it to themselves, right? And I have found myself saying to them, remember that advice you gave me when I was in a similar situation? Are you using that shit? Then they get mad. Why y'all mad? You gave me advice. I'm asking, are you taking your same advice and you mad at me? We got to do better. Okay? I'm just to say it boils my blood, child. Hillbilly said, I give my wife a honey-do list with many things on it. She gives me 16 different lists with one task on each. Everybody do something different. The fuck? Tour in the AFC South. Hey, the general. Hey, Soul Food BBW. I don't inject myself into it. I just shoot straight and call it a day. I'm just saying. How many of you are on here guilty of giving advice you couldn't even take yourself? I'm just saying. The fuck? I've been told a million times to leave my man, right? When my man, and nobody got to tell me to leave my man. If anybody know me, you ain't got to tell me to leave my man. If my man is shitty, I'm gonna leave him eventually in my time. I ain't one of them stayers. Fuck the kids, fuck the bills, fuck the everything. I'm gonna find a way, I'm gonna leave. I ain't a stayer. I'm not a stayer if the man is abusive, physically or verbally, emotionally. I'm not staying. I'm not staying. Don't abuse me. That is one of the things that I will leave your ass in the dust for. Okay? Other than that, I will rock out with your ass. I have dealt with, infidelity and forgave that. That's why I didn't even say that. Because a lot of us motherfuckers forgive infidelity. Don't lie. Right? But don't abuse me. Okay? Nobody physically abused me, y'all, just so that y'all know that, because I would have told that story. And if they did, I'd have been in jail. Somebody would have been in jail. It would have been me, my son, somebody, my brother. Not the one that's in jail already. I got 3 other brothers. One another brother. Somebody. But emotional abuse is deep. I will leave. Nobody got to tell me to leave. The fuck? But I have seen people tell me to leave, and yet they be in situations and I be like, what? Like, you told me to leave my man, but what the fuck is going on with you? That's why I say, y'all, do what the fuck y'all want to do. Be comfortable in your own skin. Make your own decisions. Stop letting people pressure you with their advice. People can give you advice, but you don't have to take it. And when people start saying, if it was me, shut them motherfuckers down and let them know it ain't you. It ain't you, boo-boo. It's not you. So let's discuss it as if it was me and not you. Shut people down. Thank you, Lele. You sound so, you be dropping them big paragraphs. Cheryl Lee said, sometimes the advice can be the best, but like you said, we don't have the courage to take our own advice. But why not? Why do some of us find it so difficult? Well, let me rephrase the question. Why do some of us find it so easy to give advice, right? But so hard to take our own advice? What are y'all thoughts? I put the guest link up there. Anybody coming on? Hillbilly said, if in the middle of an argument, if a woman wants to win, just show your boobs. Argument is over. Oh, that work? I mean, I don't know if I want to show my boobs in the middle of an argument. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm too mad. I don't want him to touch my boobs. I don't want none of that shit. The fuck? Depends on what we arguing about. If it's something light, all right. But if it's something serious, I'm not in the boob mood. The fuck? Touring the AFC South said, I'm praying for someone I know who is in a pattern of abusive relationships. Yeah, AFC, got to pray for them. Being in an abusive relationship is hard because the victim, it reminds me of, I know someone like that, touring the AFC South. I had a friend. We're no longer friends, but I had a friend like that, right? That kept going back into an abusive situation. And her husband is very manipulative, even up until this very day. And, it reminds me of the little kids that are living in abusive homes, like their mothers abuse them or their dads abuse them, but they still want to be with their parents. It's like they get so fucked up that the abuse becomes normal. I'm sweating, y'all. I'm still in thermal mode. That 30-minute class was hard. That the abuse for them, I think, because I'm not a therapist, and the Fancy K, I don't know if she's on here, and I don't know if Theo is on here, but in my opinion, I believe that it becomes normal for them. It becomes a normal way of living, and so they accept it as normalcy. Right. And so they stay in those situations, even though they, deep down inside, they're unhappy or they feel it's wrong. They've accepted it as their normal everyday life, which is sad. This is why they need help. This is why they need therapy. Listen, my cousin after all her teeth was gone, that's when she ended up, mother, if I'm lying, say it. Because I be telling stuff on here about my family and shit like that. And I don't want y'all to think I be lying. If I'm lying, my mother is on here. She can say I'm lying. My cousin didn't go to the abandoned shelter and escape the abuse until all her teeth in her mouth was basically gone. Some of them don't leave until they almost on their deathbed. It's unfortunate. I can't deal with abuse. No kind. And that's why, I can't even deal with an aggressive man, like a man that's being aggressive and he's being aggressive and he's moving towards me. I tell y'all, I always strategically argue near the kitchen. I do. FYI. Because if he get crazy, I strategically back up to the knife block. And if he start coming near me, I promise you I do that. Did it with my first husband. He almost lost his finger. Right? Because I'm terrified of a man putting his hands on me. Like that is like, I can't deal with that. Right? But I have dealt with emotional abuse. I have. And emotional abuse I'm not going to say it's worse than physical abuse. It's different. It's different because you don't recognize that you're being abused initially. Right? Initially, it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you go through this phase. Like, am I in a fog? Like, I'm confused. And then as you unpack the shit, you realize, wait a minute, this is fucking with my emotions. It's fucking with how I'm feeling, how I'm moving, what's going on. And eventually you realize that you're taking in some emotional abuse. That's why, to me, that emotional abuse is a motherfucker because it take a minute. See, when somebody punch you in your eye, you feel that shit right away. The black eye come right now. But that emotional abuse takes time. It's like a slow fucking burn. It's a slow burn. I've been there. Right? And I will leave your ass if you try to emotionally abuse me. It might take me a minute because it took me a minute to figure out this is what the fuck was going on. Interior said, it just seems like it's much easier to assist someone else with their problems, but our problems can seem insurmountable at the time. When we sit back and give it time, then we see it wasn't it wasn't that bad. That's a great point, Interior. Sometimes our own problems are so big to us that we don't sit down and marinate in our own shit. That it's easier to look at someone else and give them advice. I get that. I definitely get that. Oh, that's better. All right. I definitely get that. Touring the AFC South said, I read that. Good morning, Amazon 46 Triple D. You said the newest one is dangerous, dangerous. What newest one? Angel said, at Touring the South, what's the occasion? You're on YouTube. I know, right? He's been on YouTube a couple of times. He said IG is bugging. IG, y'all are bugging over there? What's going on IG? Y'all having trouble? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? They're engaging on IG. Yes, that you can do. Amazon 46 Triple D said, that's why people come to me now. I figure out when you're tired of the bullshit, then you will deal with it how you see fit. Exactly. Touring the AFC South said, a woman wins whatever argument she wants when she is naked. For real? Well, you know, maybe Angel, maybe Angel is, friend had a point when he said lay down in bed naked and have these conversations. You might have a point. Angel said, let me get my breakfast. Oh, Mother said she is telling the truth about her cousin. Thank you. I'm just saying the fuck. People want... I be telling these stories on here, and I know sometimes they be unbelievable, and y'all be like, what? I know she lying. But I'm telling you, people are on this show that know me all my life and that have been through some of these situations with me. So when I tell it, I know it sound funny and shit, or it sound weird, but the shit be happening. All her teeth was gone, and then she went. Now, I'm not judging her, right? Because I've never been in a physically abusive relationship, right? So I can't judge someone that waited until all their teeth was missing before they went to the battered shelter, because I don't know what happens to them mentally as they're going through this. You understand? So I'm not judging. I'm just saying today's message is follow your own motherfucking advice, basically. The same advice you give other people, but then turn around and be having same similar situations in your life, and you don't apply the advice that you give someone else. And stop telling people, if it was me, what you would do. It's not you. Let's break the habit of that. If somebody comes to you to tell you something, let them live in their own space and their own experience with it. Johnny Leon Hill says, sometimes you don't know how to deal with the situation you are going through until one of your friends are going through something similar. And hearing the advice you give them speaks to you as well. That's a good point. That's a good point. I love that. Amazon 46 Triple D said, used to give advice, but sometimes the person who asks gets mad when I say stuff they don't like. So I just listen now. Well, let's hang here for a minute, Amazon 46 Triple D. When you give people advice, right? When you give people advice and they get mad, it's because they know. They know. They know the situation they're in. And sometimes people don't want to hear things that causes that might implement some kind of action of change on their part, right? When I say action of change on their part, change in their situation, if you give somebody advice, it makes them think, right? And then it makes them think, what do they need to do to execute to make a change in their relationship, right? And they might not want to do that, so they get mad. So this is what I tell people that get mad when I give them advice. Don't ask me nothing. I'm not judging you. You want to stay with your man? Stay. You want to stay with your girl? Stay. You want to live unhappy? Okay. Don't tell me shit. If you're going to get mad, I'm not judging you. Keep it to yourself if you're going to get mad at me. Because if you bring a situation to me, right, and Amazon, and I'm thinking we are friends on that level where you trust the advice or the guidance that I'm going to give you, but then you turn around and get mad, I'm like, what the fuck? Don't ask people for advice, y'all, if y'all don't want to hear advice. That's the other thing. My mother said, oh, my daddy, stop that. She telling our business on Coffee with Friends. Mother said, I left my husband as soon as he hit me. My dad. He was a hitter, y'all. He was. I didn't witness him hit my mom, of course, because I was too young, right? But I did witness him hit one of my stepmom. I did. And that's why I can't. This is why I backs the fuck up to the knife block, because I've seen it. And that woman stayed with him forever. Eventually, he stopped beating her. This is a true story, my dad. Eventually, he stopped beating her. Right? I guess when they got too old and tired to be swinging and fucking around. Right? And she stayed with him forever. Rest in peace, both of their souls. Hey, J. Joe. E. Hustle said, I always give advice and I give them the hardcore truth. No sugarcoat, nothing. Do you also, do you take the same advice you give other people? E. Hustle? I'm just saying. Okay. Tori in the South said, when folks get dickmatized or pussy whooped, it takes time for them to see the issues as well. That part. Yeah. Okay. We get blindsided by the peen and the kitty cat. The fuck. Miss Jackson, you said only because you work out. All right. I am Jacinta said, question. How often would you like to see your partner spouse to dress up? How often would you like for them to get maintenance such as grooming, nails, etc.? Great question for any newcomers, right? This is Freestyle Friday. So we can switch the topic. Whatever gets thrown on the wall that sticks to the wall is what we talk about. So I am Jacinta is throwing in another topic, which is cool. We love that. How often would you like to see your partner spouse dress up? Great question. Who wants to answer that question? And question number 2, how often would you like for them to get their maintenance, such as grooming, nails, etc.? Great question. Anybody want to answer? I'm going to say for my man, dress up. When we say dress up, I am Jacinta, we talking about tuxedos and suits. What we talking about? Right? What we talking about? Tuxedos and suits or just what? Regular bar lounge wear? What are we talking about? Because we got, I don't know. I don't care if he ever dresses up. I only care if he knows how to dress up when we're about to go out, right? With the tuxedos and the suits and stuff like that. I need my man to have suits in his closet. I definitely need that. I need you to have suit in case there is an event that we need to go to. You need to have a suit in your closet to match that event. Right? Now, how often would I like to see maintenance such as grooming, nails, etc.? I would think, I would like to see my man's nails and his feet groomed, on a regular, maybe once a month. Like whether he cuts them himself and files them himself and cleans underneath his toenails or whatever the fuck he does, once a month, or he goes to the nail salon or whatever the case may be and gets his shit cleaned or whatever. I don't like to see men's nails dirty. I say once a month grooming, but every motherfucking day, make sure the dirt is clean from under your nails and under your toenails. But that's a great question. And for the fellas, what about the ladies? How often would you like to see their nails and shit done? I think, if I had to answer that for my boo, I don't think he cares if my nails are done. I don't think he cares if my nails are done. I think he cares more about my hygiene, right? Make sure I don't have body odor and shit. Stuff like that. Make sure, I maintain. But nails, I don't think he cares about my nails being done. And I don't know though. I'm going to ask that question. I'm going to ask that question. Amazon said, if you don't get mad, go. Oh, if you ask, don't get mad. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, Hustle, you said yes, you do take your own advice. I love it. Interior said, I think stepping out like twice a month would be cool. Maybe a button down shirt with a tailored pants. Okay, so a date night situation. So that one twice a month is what Interior Rue was saying. She would like to see her man dress up twice a month, right? Okay. I hate to see men nails dirty. I don't give a fuck what career, what job you got. Come the fuck home and wash your hands. I can't, cause what y'all doing in the bedroom when their nails be all fat and dirty? Like, no. Tor in the AFC South says some people want assuredness for what they are thinking instead of advice. True. They want you to agree with them. They want you to, pat them on their backs. They want you to rub them and shit. But when the advice is not what they want to really hear, then they turn around and they get the fuck mad. I get it. Hey, you average logical thinker. Good morning. Johnny Hill said, oh, wait. Your average logical thinker said, I am Jacinta, don't have a spouse or a partner at the moment. I'm coming, Angel. Johnny said, I'm too old to get pussy whooped. If it's going to make me lose my mind, then I don't want it. Your average logical thinker said, Raw, I really like this guy, but he has long, clean nails and his locks need twisted. I don't want to say anything. No, say something. Why you don't want to say anything? You like him. Say it in a nice way. Maybe y'all go, I don't know the fuck. Tell him you show him some pictures of some locks that you like and be like, I would love to see your hair like this. And tell him, when y'all are having sex, his nails scrape your pussy. I don't know. That's a long nails, long fingernails. No, I'm gonna need him to trim his nails. And I'm gonna need him to get his locks twisted. But I get you. I know it's an uncomfortable conversation, but I would be flipping through magazines going, oh my God, let's find a loctician that could do your shit like this, babe. Say something like that, right? Because he might want to do it because it excites you. Start with that. That's my advice. The fuck? Torrin said, I got sense of style. I don't go get my nails and feet taken care of, but I'd regularly like to, just no time. All right. I hear that shit. Hey, Angel.
Oh, hi. Good morning.
Good morning. How
Oh,
are you?
I am wonderful. I miss you guys.
Girl, I thought about you while I was riding that Kendrick Lamar class and I said, fuck this. That class almost killed me, y'all.
I don't know how you do it. That's the one that you said that like the RPMs were real high and the resistance
No,
was
all of my classes, the resistance and is high.
No, see.
I thought every cycling thing did that. Like my classes be resistance 50 to 70, speed 70 to 90 miles per hour. I'm like, what the fuck? My legs be on fire.
But all bikes are different. But like my baseline resistance is like a 12.
Oh, okay.
So I just
And
stay.
is that what the class tells you to do?
No, that's just what I feel comfortable. She just says 3 to 5 turns because you want to have some resistance. So she's like,
Okay.
it's not. It's not like Peloton where everybody has the same bike, right? So she
Got
just
it.
put some resistance on there.
I got
3
it.
to 5 turns. I mine doesn't have 3 to 5 turns, but I go up to level 12.
Got it.
And that's where I feel, comfortable, supported on the bike.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't doing no 50. Not at no high RPMs like that.
Everybody's got the same bike, so they just be like, and it shows you on the screen the resistance, and if you're not hitting it, your line drops to gray. So when you got to, in order, your line stays yellow if you're in the range. If you drop,
so they calling you out.
Well, if I take a live class, they'll call your name, but I take the ones on demand and shit like that because I don't want them screaming my damn name. The fuck, they can tell when you're not standing up and shit. I can't take it. All right. So what's going on, Angel? What do you have Freestyle Friday today?
I don't really have anything. I wanted to talk about what you brought up.
Yeah, we're talking about just whatever, but that's a good question. How often would you like to see your man dressed up, Angel?
So my new boo.
Oh God, her new boo. I
I
can't keep
know.
up with
I
her.
move fast.
This is the truck driver.
I like him. I
All right,
really
you like him. Bitch, you like them too fast. It's only
I like all of them. I want them all. I
how
want
long you been dating this one?
well, we first matched on the dating app like at the end of November. So
Okay.
right
When did
after
you actively start dating?
we went on our first date December 1st.
It's only January, bitch.
20th.
She said 20th. All right. Okay, so you're about 6 weeks in and you like him.
Yes.
You like about him? The fuck do you know about him in 6 weeks? I'd be so scared to be liking somebody so damn fast. I know you can't help it, but what you like about him?
I like that he's handsome. I
Let's
like
get past that. Go ahead.
huh?
Let's get past the handsome because
Okay, he's handsome. He's tall.
okay.
He owns his own home, owns his own business. He has 2 trucks.
His name ain't Roger, is it?
No.
Okay, just making sure because you know I had to fuck him up. Go ahead.
What else? He just has like a good head on his shoulders.
Okay.
He treats me really, really well. He really listens to what I say. He pays attention to like all the things. I your average logical thinker said I'm shallow. Everybody's a little shallow. Shit.
Yeah.
Um,
It's true. The
it
fuck?
is. Everybody is a little bit to a degree.
Where's he live?
He lives like 18 minutes from my house.
Wow.
Mhm.
So
So
how
the very
often is he on the road? I know Interior Raw. We ain't got no damn sense, but that's what this show is about. Interior said, okay, Raw, I love the comfort level with Angel. Everyone can't handle the direct conversation you both are having. I like connecting with people like that. That's what our show is about. We're being open and we're being honest and we're learning from each other and we're not judging. I'm busting chops, but I'm never judging. The fuck?
no,
I
I
mean,
feel no judgment.
yeah.
Even when somebody on the show like will gently correct me
Yeah.
or will give some criticism, it's never out of a place of malice or there's never any vitriol or anything like that. It's always like out of
Love.
yeah, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
We trying to protect each other. So when I say damn it, Angel, that's fucking fast. We just trying to protect each other out here in the world because I'm going really, really slow, like fucking snail pace. I might be doing it wrong. You know, I don't the fuck know. We just all out here learning from each other. But go ahead. He's handsome. He's tall. He knows how to treat you. He owns his own home.
attention, right?
You
He,
fucked yet?
huh?
You fucked yet? It's good because you like him.
It's yeah.
It's good. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
But we did it right away.
you fucked them and it messed it up.
You know, it wasn't great. The first time we did it, we've only done it like two or three times.
It wasn't great. What wasn't great about it? Maybe he was shy, scared. You know, men are nervous too.
Mm-hmm.
Men are nervous too.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to watch the first time.
Right. But we had built an emotional connection prior to, right? And we talked about it. I mean, he told me I keep running into men that are fast. I keep running into men that are fast.
You know, I'm wondering if they're feeding off of you. I think people feed off of each other. Right?
No, I'm talking about like in bed. Yes.
Fuck this. I'm done. Because Angel, no, I cannot do this with you. The fuck? I thought you meant pace as far as the dating pace. You mean he's another quick bus nutter?
No, he's not. He's not that bad. But he said that he was. He was like, you know, like I have this issue that it happens fast.
Wait, he told you that?
Yeah.
Kudos. You know what? I have to pause for a minute.
This one is different.
I'm gonna have to clap for my brother. I am. I'm gonna have to clap for my brother because you know what? It is hard as hell to tell somebody you nut fast. It is. I've never met a man that said to me, "Oh, babe, I got a problem. I'm a nut fast." I ain't never. They just be playing it off like, "Oh, your pussy's so juicy. I couldn't help it."
Right? They lie.
Turned around and told you in advance that he got a problem. He nut fast. He can't help it.
Yeah, he did. But here's the thing, it wasn't fast.
How fast? Like 50 on the clock? It was 2 minutes,
I,
3 minutes.
no, that was the last one. But this one I was done.
Oh, okay. So you made. So then
I
that's
was
good. As long
finished.
as you get what you came in
Right.
for.
Yeah. So I didn't, it was fine.
Well,
Um,
Madison, because Madison, how did I miss? Because she has two fast lanes, a dating fast lane, and then she has some men that were quick in the nut category. So when she said moving fast, I thought she meant dating wise. They were moving fast. I didn't know she meant. Madison said, "How old is he?"
46.
He's 46. Amazon said long nails are not touching my pussy. Well, I wanted to say that, Amazon. I wanted to say that a man with long nails, he cannot be rubbing on my
Right.
no,
It's
he
bacteria and stuff.
mm-mm. I
No.
mean, we don't put our long fingernails while Angel put hers in our man's. We don't put our fingernails in our man's butts, but some people do. And
Girl, he
ladies,
wanted it.
I know he wanted it. But that's a question. Ladies, Amazon 46 Triple D said, no long fingernails going in her pussy, right? And so looks to envy. I'm so glad you said that because you know where I'm going, looks to envy. I'm going two places, right? For the men that like fingers up their ass, ladies, do y'all still shove it up their ass with y'all long fingernails? Because I ain't cutting my nail for motherfucker that want it. You say you want my finger up your ass, you're gonna get this nail.
You're gonna get it. You're
You're
gonna
gonna
get
get
it.
the nail, right? But you can't have no nail going up my ass. All right, you can't. Now, number two, for the women, for the lesbian world, LGBTQ, right? What y'all doing? When y'all get y'all nails and shit's done, y'all not playing with each other's cootie cats with y'all nails? I'm asking. Because you
That's
know
a great question.
it is because how we tell these men, y'all can't have, the men can't have long fingernails to touch our pussies. I'm saying that too, though, right? But then when we in the lipstick world of lesbians, right, and two little feminine girls together, rubbing up dumb, sucking each other titties and rubbing their kitty cats together, what they doing with their nails? What they doing? What y'all doing?
I can't even play with it with long nails. Like if my nails were as long as yours, I can't play with it right.
Oh, I could play with my shit with these. These don't bother me. I know how to get around my shit. That's why I'm asking.
I can't.
Wait, I am Jacinta. Thank you. I am Jacinta. You see how upfront we are on this show? I am Jacinta said, I want you to go a little deeper at Angel this time with this one. I am Jacinta. What do you mean by that? Because we're going to help her this time with this one, right? Because next week she'll tell us, I met somebody else. And then the truck
I ain't looking.
driver will be on the sideline somewhere.
No, I like them. I like
You
them.
really like him. All right. So I am Jacinta. What is your advice for? We just talked about this advice shit, right? For Angel, what do you mean when you say a little deeper? What does that mean? Because I felt like you went kind of deep with the guy, the Thanksgiving guy. I'm calling him the Thanksgiving guy.
Yeah, but you know what? When I think back, Robin, I see signs that he wasn't ready to go deep.
I
That,
know. I didn't say he was going deep.
right, that I did. Yeah.
You did. Right.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm asking I am Jacinta, what does she mean? Because I found that you did go deep with Anthony. He
Hmm.
just didn't go deep. So what
Right.
does she need you to do with this guy? Okay. Angel better get you. Wait, your average logical thinker said Angel better get yours before he get his. Exactly.
And do.
Wait, your average Amazon, we haven't been intimate. Oh, okay. So your average logical thinker, you're the one with the guy with the long nails and the dreads, right? Okay. You have not been intimate and it won't happen until he grooms. So that's a conversation. I know that's a difficult conversation to have though.
Yeah, but here's the thing about the difficult conversations, right?
Yeah.
You don't know if the relationship can last until you have those difficult conversations.
But
You don't know.
Yup, that's so true.
You
Yeah.
don't fucking know. You have to do it. Hey, and it's better to do it earlier than later. Find out. Tell me. Let me know now. Shit, I
That's
don't
true.
have time.
That's true. But sometimes we don't want to have those conversations because we're afraid that it might end the relationship.
But here's the
But it's
thing.
necessary to
Every,
do it.
every relationship that you have that has ended, you have fucking survived. Look at your track record. Look, and I tell myself that all the time. Bitch, look at your fucking track record. You have survived every goddamn thing that life, niggas, work, everything that anything has thrown at me, I fucking win. I win every time. So I'm going to do the tough stuff. I'm going to do it scared. I'm going to do it anxious. I'm going to do it nervous. I'm going to do it all those things. I can have the emotions, but God, I'm going to fucking do it.
I love it.
Okay, I'm preaching.
Speak that energy into all of us. Do it scared.
Do it scared. Be scared. Do it anyway.
Do it anyway. The fuck?
Please get away from me.
I needed that talk. Thank you. That resonated with me. Interior said, okay, Angel, do we have a relationship with his family? Does he have a relationship with his family? I always thought that was somewhat odd with the Thanksgiving guy. Right. That's a good question. The truck driver, what's his family situation? Has he ever been married? Does he have babies? How many baby mamas does he have?
Get away from me. Sorry, it's big ass dog.
Doggy.
I know. But okay, so he was married. They were together for about 10 years, but they were only married for like a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
No kids. Mom has passed away. Never had a father. Well, never had a relationship with dad. Dad is still living like in Georgia or somewhere. Really close with his one sibling that was raised with his mother, right? Invited me over to meet, or invited the family over to meet me on Sunday last week. I met the sister and her wife, her son, and 2 cousins.
Mm-hmm.
And they all came over. And you could tell, you know how you can tell that like people will ask you questions, but they know the answer already?
Yeah.
He been talking about me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Angel, what do you do? Tell me what you do. How many kids do you have? Boys, girls? Like, stop playing with me.
Yeah.
But it was cool though. I mean, I was nervous a little bit, but I mean, it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was fine. But he has, and my mother and I have kind of a strained relationship.
Yeah.
And he picks up on it. He picks up on it, and he is like, "What is the deal with you and your mom? Like, why are y'all not close? Why is this relationship strained?" Like, you can tell that he wants to know. He wants to know the details. Mm-hmm. And this man is not afraid of difficult conversations. He is not.
That's a good sign.
Well, yeah, shit, because I'm not either. But like, I also am enjoying the honeymoon period.
Yeah, that's always the good part.
But he don't care. He's like, no, let's do it.
Okay. Do it. Well, Madison has a question. Flip side, would you take out your weave, wig, braids if he said they are not attractive? No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Really?
No.
I would.
That's my answer. You would? No.
Mm-hmm.
Or women love long nails, wouldn't cut them for our new interest. Now that's different. If my nails are too long, I mean, if my man said your nails are extremely long, can you just trim them down a little bit, right? Maybe for different reasons, I'm scratching him the fuck up or whatever the case may be. I might trim my nails down. But the only thing about my hair, the reason why I say no flat out with my hair is because I've had men try to tell me what to do with my hair, and it's a trigger for me. When I used to have a perm, okay, and I decided to go natural, my ex tried to make me feel like shit by saying my hair was going to be nappy. I can't go natural, whatever the case may be. It's not going to look right. I did it anyway, right? You know what I'm saying? Through my natural, this is me. I don't tell men what the fuck to get when they go to the barbershop. I don't say tell a man in the barbershop to cut your hair on level 2 or level 0 or level 1 on the clippers. I don't tell you, what to do and how to shape your beard when you go to the barbershop, right? I might say, oh, I prefer you bald, but if you decide not to be bald that week, that's your fucking business, right? I'm okay with that, right? Now, occasionally I will wear my hair the way you like it. I will. What you like, babe? Every now and again, I will rock my hair how you like it, but it's never gonna be all about him. I'm gonna wear my hair the way I want to wear my hair. That's comfort for me because with my workout routine, my work schedule, if I decide to put braids in my hair because I'm going on vacation, you the fuck are not gonna tell me they unattractive because who the fuck is doing 4C hair after swimming in the beach, right? And
Right.
so I'm not. And I feel like some people, that's a level of control. And I've had to deal with that in relationships. So that's a pet peeve. So that's a fucking no for me. Sorry. Now, I didn't wear wigs because my ex didn't like wigs. Now that I won't do. If you don't like a wig, I'm not going to fuck with a wig. Right? Because the wig, if I don't put the wig on right, you can see it's a wig.
It's sitting up too high and
sitting up too high. I don't know how to put a wig on right, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. But when I get my weaves, they be on point. So it ain't no reason why my man would say to me, I don't like your weave because it don't look right. Why? You can't see a track. It fit my face. I ain't out here looking like, Elvira. The fuck? No, I wouldn't do it.
I just feel like if he told me, he was like, Angel, in fact, when I just got these braids done last week.
And when
I
he
was
said you don't like them?
No. I asked his feedback. I said, because I normally get this color with like the blonde on the ends. The last lady I went to, she didn't have it. And so I got like just a two, like dark colored hair. And I said, do you think I should get my regular color or you think I should get the color that I had? He was like, well, it looked fine the way it was. Like, why you want to change it? I said, well, that was a change for me. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I think you're beautiful either way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I haven't had many men. I've only had one man really try to tell me what to do with my hair, right? Mm-hmm. And no, it's a pet peeve for me. Most men don't really get into that with their women. Not mature men. Mature men are like, fuck it. They already know that their women is gonna pop up with some shit on their head most times. So I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. Torin AFC said no fingers up the ass. I am DeCinta said her butt is sensitive. And Von Ray said men's nails are dirty. Ghost said, Madison said, wait, let me go up because they're going off on IG. Hey Theo, hey Chef you. All right. So Ghost said, did y'all see the interview with Young Miami of the City Girl? Yeah, she likes to be peed on. Y'all saw that? Young Miami, she likes golden showers. I'm like, you could have kept that to yourself. Don't nobody give a fuck. Golly. I saw the caption on Instagram. Yeah, I kept scrolling too, Interior. I saw it too. Because I'm like, y'all just on here trying to get attention for everything. Mm-hmm. I don't need to know you like golden showers. Why is that even a conversation? Madison said, I wouldn't either regarding my hair. So the girl with the guy with the hair and the nails, be easy with the convo since it's new. Great point, Madison. Great point. You took us right back to your average logical thinking situation. Madison, I could kiss you for that. You see how you broke that shit down? Okay, so back to Torrent, back to the logical thinker and talking to your man about his hair and his nails. Great point. Madison asked the question, and I said, fuck that. I ain't changing my hair. The fuck? But Madison, if my hair was a little bit unruly, and my man said, well, can you just neaten it up a little bit? I might do that.
That's fair.
Yeah, I might neaten it up a little bit. She's not saying for him to cut the dreads out, right?
But tighten them, right?
Twist it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I agree. Be gentle, be careful, because let me tell y'all something. The parting and the sexy parts and the looks, that's not true Rastafarian dreads, right? Rastafarian dreads on makeup and people that are true Rastafarians, they don't give a fuck about no parts. Some of them got one big old doodle thing on
wicks, Robin, they're wicks.
Huh?
Wicks. They call them wicks, not doodles.
I call them doodle things. But they have They don't care about them parts. So true Rastafarians are not into necessarily parting up their hair and making it look neat and having these cute little updos. So know the man that you dating. If he follows Rastafarian religion, he might not give a fuck about them parts in his head. That's why we got to get to know the people we date. Good point, Madison. Ghost said, I'll wear my facial hair how my woman likes it from time to time, but not the hair on my head. See?
Mhm.
See? See?
But it's different for women because we can change it up.
We change it up often.
Right.
Yeah.
So if he was like, why don't you do some red braids or some blonde braids? Okay,
Exactly.
sure.
That's okay. Right. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Ghost said it's disrespectful to ask someone to cut their locks. Absolutely. You should never ask anybody to cut their locks, but you can, suggest them to
tighten them up.
Interior said, Madison, that's a valid point. I thought it was a gentle grooming recommendation, but you brought up a valid point because if I wore a weave and the guy I was dating didn't like it, I wouldn't take it out. Right. My point is, I'm sure he has a mirror and clearly he likes his hair as it is.
Or some men don't pay attention.
Or maybe he doesn't realize that. Yeah, that's true, Angel.
Some men need a woman to be like, babe, it's time. It's time. You want me to make you an appointment?
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Johnny said, don't touch my ass. He got the claps in between each other. Don't touch my ass. I know that's right. Oh my God. Cheryl Lee says, secure of his worth. No, it ain't all about the sex. This is for you, Angel. He's mature enough to know that can be worked on, but he's bringing all the real necessities needed for a secure relationship. Mm-hmm. I am Jacinta said, get to know him, what he likes. What are his insecurities? How he acts when he's angry? Why is he single? See, that's the part that I'm waiting for. I want to see my man, the man I'm dating. I want to see how he is when he's angry. We ain't had an argument yet. I have never seen him angry. It's a year. I'm
Robin.
May 15th. He's a Taurus.
He's a Taurus too?
Yeah.
Girl, why they got the same damn name and the same damn sign?
Your man's name is Jerry? Mm-hmm. Listen, he is a Taurus, and I'm like, we have had no argument yet.
We haven't argued either. I mean, it's only
but it's only been a month, but I'm in a year. Right. And so I'm waiting for that argument to happen.
Go to your room.
Go say you have to let your locks do what they do, and you can't get them retwisted all the time. I got 2 to 3 months at a time. I go 2 to 3 months at a time before I get a retwist. Yep. Because one of my mother's locks fell out. Sometimes you got to wait. You got to leave your locks alone. Mother, 2 to 3 months in between twisting. Okay. Hey, Brazil, my mother's getting her hair twisted today. That's why I said it. I am Jacinta said, what turns him what turns him on that doesn't have to do with sex? What's his biggest fears in life? Oh my God, I am Jacinta. Can you answer questions in Discord so I can ask the same shit? The fuck? What makes him cry? Please put these bullets in Discord because I need to go with a sheet of paper to my man and go, what make you cry? What's your biggest fear in life? I got questions. The fuck? I love it. I am Jacinta. Amazon 46 Triple D said, I need not waste my time. So I ask the questions and tell things about me that he can know what I'm about before going further into anything. Yes, Juanita, I know that's how you are, aka Amazon 46 Triple D. What turns him on? Not related to sex. Nice. Your average logical thinker said, Amazon, me too. I let them see all sides of me so they can decide. Me too. I am as crazy as I am on this show as I am off the show. This is who I am all day, all the fuck night. Zen and I was just talking about that yesterday. I said, Zen, a lot of people think I'm really not like this. I've been like this forever and ever. And he was like, yep. Because he reminded me yesterday how when we used to work together, I used to turn around and say to him, oh, I got to go make doo-doo. This would be at work. And he would be like, what? I'd be like, I got to go make doo-doo. And I would get up, and that was our thing at work. And he was like, you're crazy. I said, I'm like this everywhere, all the time, at work, out of work, everywhere, right? Be who you are. Let the person love you for who you are. Ghost said my biggest fear was my son's coming out gay, but now my biggest fear is failing fancy and my kids. Wow. Okay, that's a fear. Your kids being gay. Wow. Okay.
For
Yeah,
some people, that is a big fear.
I'm not discarding it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I understand. I don't share that fear, but I can understand why.
I,
Yeah.
yeah. He said his sons. That's where I hesitate because the daughters don't matter. If you had daughters, it wouldn't matter. And the reason why I said that is because, my granddaughter is gay, right? And my son, he was like, oh, just as long as it's not the sons. And I'm like it's easily accepted when it's the girls, right? But these men have a hard time when it's the sons. So that's
Mhm.
why, yeah,
And
that's
I'm gonna gently call that toxic masculinity.
it is toxic masculinity. You don't have to be gentle about that. That is toxic masculinity. And
Mhm.
I tell my son that I'm like, oh, so you relieved because it's the girl and not the boys. Like that don't make any sense to me. But okay, I can't,
You
you
know
know.
what that's rooted in?
Hmm?
It's rooted in one, um, not wanting another man to touch your daughter. You know what I mean? So it's okay if she likes women because it's not another man touching her. Or
Oh,
not another man, but you know what I'm saying?
I know
Like
what
it's
you're saying. Yep, yep,
not
yep, yep, yep,
a man like
yeah,
spoiling your daughter.
yeah.
It's just another
It's
girl,
just another
right?
girl. Yeah,
So I think that that's rooted in it's like rooted in misogyny and
I think so.
masculinity. I don't think that and I think we need to draw attention to it. We need to name it when we see it,
Yeah,
and we also need to lead with love, right? So if our children are our children no matter what, no
yeah,
matter who they love, what they do. Like, would you still love your son if he robbed the bank? Yeah.
yep.
Okay. Well, like his love style is not even like his love style is not a crime.
Right. And he did say was, and Interior jumped all over that. And she
Mhm.
said, you did say was, and is it
That's
still
it.
your fear? Ghost said, for my daughter, yes, but my sons, no, because if your kids are gay at a young age. I'd still love them if they came out gay, but it was still a fear. I understand that.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it.
And
I
it's
mean,
hard for some people. It's hard for some people to
well,
accept it.
we're automatically assuming that the fear is just because the child is gay, but there's so much deeper content under that, right? You can have a fear because the things that your child is going to go through in life, because
I
the
didn't
thing,
even think about that.
right?
Yeah.
You can have a fear because your child, is going to have to navigate life making decisions. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? You can have a fear of your child's mental state. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
I get it. I understand. We automatically assumed, oh, it's a fear because, but
Mhm.
maybe they don't fear the women because women navigate through life, having sex with other women and nobody cares. They
Right.
don't, right? I could say to a new guy that I met, oh, if he tells me why, what's been going on in my life, and I could say to him, oh, and a year ago I was in a relationship with a woman and it didn't work out. He wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He
A
wouldn't
lot
give.
of men wouldn't, but some men do care.
Well, I've never met a man who did. Who cared?
My this guy Jerry cares. He that was like a concern of his. He was like, "You're not like bi or into women, are you?"
Oh, okay.
I was like,
That's
"No."
okay. I mean, some people
What
don't.
I think what I think is that a woman like left him for another woman,
I
or
obviously, because I mean, for him to ask that question outright, what would make him ask that? But
right? Yeah, I think that there's something there, but like I don't care because like I don't have that issue.
mm-hmm.
It would never that would never present itself as an issue for us because like
Yeah,
I like men, so
I
he
like
would
that.
have to be more worried about me leaving him for a man.
Ghost said, I would if I wouldn't have had boys, my last name would have died with me. So I needed both my sons to be straight to keep my name going. I get it. I understand.
That's what Johnny said too.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I have to start closing the show because today they're gonna kill me at work today. But protagonist says I do what the fuck I want. I wish a girl would complain about my luck. Oh, when I'm angry, my volume hit them decibels. But the next girl that puts hands on me catching these Chris Browns. Wait a minute, a girl put
Kevin, Kevin,
He did not say catching these Chris Brown.
catching these Chris Browns
Not,
on.
no, man, you want punishment for that. Not catching the Chris
How
Browns.
about we don't pick violent women? How about we choose
Right,
women
that
that are
part.
not violent? How about that?
That part. Just don't deal with the violent women.
Yeah,
She
your
hit you,
pickers
walk
off.
away.
Your pickers off, Kev.
Yeah, yeah. Amazon said when I had laughs, I had to wait for the hair to grow out before you could twist it. Oh, when I had locks, I had to wait for the hair to grow out before you could twist it. If you can't twist, you can't twist it all the time, basically.
Yeah.
Protagonist, my biggest fear is being manipulated again and ending up on a second child support. That's why I don't want more kids. I understand that. Cheryl Lee said, what do you guys think about a man that never cries, even when in physical pain? They cry. They cry in the shower. They cry in the pillow in the bed when nobody's watching. They just don't cry in front of you. But what I have learned is, Shirley, it's interesting that you asked that. My ex never showed any vulnerability throughout our whole relationship. That's when I knew it was toxic, because he didn't show any vulnerability in all the years that I was with him. And he didn't allow me to be vulnerable because I don't think he was comfortable being in a vulnerable space. So it was very difficult, and I will never date a man that cannot be vulnerable around me. That doesn't necessarily mean he needs to cry, but we do
Right.
need to have vulnerable moments. We need to give each other that space. And if it
Yes.
cannot happen, I will not date you.
Yep.
That's it. Ghost said we cry, we just don't do it in front of people. That's why I said it doesn't necessarily have to be the tears for me, but
Mhm.
I need the vulnerability. I need to know what hurts you. I need to know what your fears are. I need to know when you're having a bad moment. I need to know that things are bothering you. You feel comfortable enough to express that to me. I need to know that if things, any trauma that you're dealing with, that you feel comfortable enough to talk to me about that. And
Yep.
if you can't
And
do
that
that,
builds intimacy. That builds a stronger relationship.
because
You need that.
it does. Yes. If it wasn't for pictures, that's true. It comes from us raising our boys saying, stop crying. What the fuck you crying for? Stop
Man
being
up.
pussy. Stop it. Man up. We got to
Man up.
stop doing that.
Stop acting like a girl.
We exactly. Right. Zen said, makes you wonder why. Does he have issues with gay people? Is this with
I
the
think
ghost?
I think that's what he was talking about.
Okay. No, he answered that. He said he would love them either way. He just wanted an
His
extension
legacy,
of
his
his family,
name.
his name, his legacy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, it's the additional issues that come with it, coupled with being a black male. That's the additional
Right.
fears that I was talking about. So when people say they have fears of their children, their boys being gay, I don't think it's always because they're gay. I think it's because of the backlash that they have to go through. Look at Zendaya, all the stuff that they had to go through.
Zendaya. She's
Ga-
gay.
no, Gabrielle Union and
Oh,
Wayne's son,
yeah,
Zendaya. What's his
Zaya.
name?
Zaya.
Zaya.
Just Zaya.
Zaya.
Yeah.
Okay. Her name is Zaya. Look at all the stuff that
Mhm.
Zaya had to go through in the public eye.
Grown ass adults.
Grown ass
Awesome shit.
adults coming for this
Uh-huh.
kid in
Mhm.
public. And Gabrielle
Mhm.
Union and Dwayne, as parents, had to deal with that with their child. That
Yep.
is a level, that's a fear. Nobody wants their child to go through that. And that was
Yeah.
done publicly to poor Zaya.
Yeah. That's tough.
It's tough.
Mhm.
But that's. Zen said everyone has issues, average logical thinker. So I think that's BS. It sounds like bigotry to me. Zen, I understand where you're coming from, and I don't never mean to offend. Johnny said, I don't think it's toxic. I think it has to do with your legacy and family name being carried on as well as other things. Well, that was what
What
um,
goes said.
Ghost was saying. He wasn't saying anything negative against the gay population. He was just saying for him, his name would end with him. So he wanted to have his sons expand his name.
Mhm.
Oh, Zen said, why? Gay people can't have kids? Absolutely, they
Good
can.
point. Good point.
That's a good point.
But it's expensive.
Gay people can't have kids. That's a good point. Gay
Uh-huh.
people can't have kids. So you don't necessarily lose your name. because they can adopt, they can have surrogates,
A surrogate,
right?
yeah.
They can have surrogates. You don't necessarily have to lose your name, but I think that that's the automatic thought because people don't always have the money to have surrogates.
Right.
The average person, I don't know anybody in my circle that got money to have a surrogate. We might
Hell,
ask
I
girl.
want to be a surrogate. I want to get paid. I love being pregnant. I want to get paid, but I don't want no babies. Like I just like being pregnant, but I don't want to have a baby. You
No,
know?
no, Protagonist said TikTok taught me to never cry in front of my girl, so my next girl won't see me cry. How
I'm
TikTok?
needing him to get off of TikTok. Like, stop taking advice.
Yeah, the fuck. My son don't have my last name. It sucks, but at least he's alive. Yeah,
But he carries your DNA.
that's another topic for another day. Protagonist. One of my grandkids don't have my son's last name either, and I'm gonna tell you no lie. That hurt my feelings. That hurt my entire heart, and it will forever hurt me. Okay, because my opinion is this, right? We as women choose our baby daddies. We do. We fucking choose them. My baby daddy became a crackhead and my son still got his last name. Why? Because changing the child's last name doesn't only affect your baby daddy. It affects the whole fucking family.
Yep.
It affects the whole fucking family. There's grandparents, there's aunt and uncles. They are all looking at this as their legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And y'all go out there and y'all pick these motherfucking baby daddies and y'all know what they are like when y'all pick these motherfuckers and then y'all get with them and they still like the way they are and then y'all do shit to hurt them. To say, I'm just going to change the baby's last name. That doesn't only hurt them. That hurts a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
That's a stain in my family right now. Okay? I don't like that shit. That's a pain point for me. That I will forever have to live with. And it's not my child. And I'm just a grandmother, but it hurts me.
Mm-hmm.
It does. And that's it. And that's all. And it will forever hurt my son. That is something that he will never get over. And he wasn't the best dad, right? But mothers have to take accountabilities too for the men that they choose.
Mm-hmm. Because you've said before, the Roundtree wasn't shit. Like he wasn't, right?
My son wasn't shit.
But she got with an ain't shit man. She fucked that ain't shit man.
Well,
So
wait,
shame on you. Shame on her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when are we gonna? When are we gonna?
because a lot of us think that we can change. Like it's not going to happen to me. I can change it. It's going to be different. No,
I
he
don't
has
want
to
this
be
fucking
different.
project.
He has to be different when he's ready to be
Yep.
different, right? And
Me
now
and
my son, yes, now my son at 39, he's a different person. If he would have been the person he is today back then, things would have been way different. But he had to grow into himself. But when you chose him, he was raggedy. You know, and so stuff like that hurts whole families, y'all. I'm just the fuck saying. So I hate to hear it when motherfuckers change their kids' names to their last names. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Y'all pick these men. Do a better job picking these fucking men. These kids have to grow up and they're going to ask, why is my name different from the rest of my siblings? The things that we do as adults affect our children. Things we're going to have to explain to our kids when they get older. Think about that shit. I'm just saying. So, Protagonist, you took me down the road. Protagonist said, my son don't have, oh, I read that. Worst thing is I used to be one of the good baby daddies. Now I ain't never shit. That's why I came up with the last name online, Math Magician. All right. Shirley said,
The son can always change.
Oh, the son can always change his name when he is older if he chose to, though. So don't be hurt. Let him make the decision when the nature is enough. Right. I mean, it's easy to say don't be hurt, but it still hurts.
Right.
Okay,
But
because
I like
sometimes,
the perspective that the child, when the child gets of age, the child can decide. Like,
oh
you know
yeah, the
what?
child can
I
definitely
want.
decide. That part
Uh-huh.
is there. But in the meantime, we still got to go to graduations and shit and hear his
Yeah.
name called across the stage, right? For the next umpteen years until he decides to change it. We still got to live with this on a daily basis, is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
But you're right, they can decide as they get older. If it wasn't for the pictures that too many women thought keeping the baby would change the man, and that's where they went wrong. That part.
Yeah.
Protagonist said, at this point, I don't care about the name. I don't even want him to change it no more. I already feel like a dad. Oh,
That's
I don't feel like a dad. That's
hurt.
something else. We don't even have time.
That's trauma. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the trauma.
Yeah.
But I respect that protagonist, and we know that you're healing. So I'm not even gonna take that personal, right? I know you don't feel like a dad because you're going through a hard time right now, but hopefully things will change.
Yeah.
All right. We still
Love
look for the good, and we're sending you love and all the positivities around that situation. But y'all, I love y'all. All right, today is Freestyle Friday. Johnny said my name is Johnny Leon Johnson the third for 2 years, and then my mom changed my name because she was mad at my dad.
I don't need to laugh, but shit. She waited 2 years and then, like, you know what? Fuck him. God
Well, well,
damn.
my one of my grandkids, it wasn't changed right away. It was years in. It was
What?
like after just yeah.
I hate.
It wasn't done right away. My grandchild, all my grandchildren had the same last name. And then a couple of years in, like a year or two in, like Johnny said, it changed.
That's so fucking stupid. I'm not judging. Just, you know,
I know. We
I don't
try.
understand. I'll
We,
say that. I don't understand.
we try. And if it wasn't for the picture says, this too shall pass, my brother. That is to Kevin. I
I love
appreciate that. Interior Rue said we need to discuss the immaturity of adults one day on the show Raw. Shit. We need a whole night for that shit. The fuck?
that.
Okay, Cheryl Lee said he's living with it too. Maybe his last name by the time make him feel more secure with the people he lives with on a daily.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
They could. But she changed it, right? Or no, am I getting confused with Kevin and Johnny?
No, I don't know. Cheryl Lee made a comment to say
Okay.
maybe he feels more secure with the people he lives with on a daily. But they don't have the never mind. Because I can't say too much because it'll expose too much, and I don't feel like fighting nobody. But anyway, y'all, Ghost said, I'm glad my mom didn't give me my dad's last name. I never met him. That's different. You
Mm-hmm.
never met him. Like, for example, well, I have my dad's last name, and I'm so glad my mother did not give me my dad's last name. And he wasn't shit, but I still want my dad's last name. I
Mm-hmm.
still want my dad's last name. Okay. He wasn't shit, but and I didn't like my dad for many, many years. And I developed a relationship with my dad, right? This is the one thing my mother allowed was for me, no matter how bad of a man he was or father he was, she allowed me to develop my own relationship with my dad.
And you find out on your
Right.
terms.
I find out on my terms. If
Right.
I decided I didn't want my dad's last name when I became an adult, I could change it. And
Mm-hmm.
I love having my dad's last name. I would
Mm-hmm.
never ask for anything else. He is who I am. It's who
Yep.
she chose. What
Yep.
what the fuck they went through don't have shit to do with me,
Nada.
right? That I understand, Ghost. You never met your dad. Now, my brother, the one who's in a Who Scout right now, he has my dad's last name, but we don't have the same dad. And that's because my mother always kept her married name from her first marriage. The same way, like my last name is White, that's from my first husband. Legally, I still carry my first husband's last name. And so when my brother was born, okay, his dad wasn't at the hospital, signed a birth certificate. He took on her last name, which is my father's last name. And the funny shit is my dad used to joke about it all the time. He's like, "Oh, your brother got my last name. That ain't even my child," but he didn't care. It was
Uh-huh.
nothing to him, right? So situations like that where the dad is not a part of your life, I understand that. But if the dad is there, might not be the best. Why? And you already have his last name. Why would you go and change it?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, how does that help anything? Okay. One reliable sense that my daughter had my name from jump. Her dad agreed with me because my family's name go hard. And my great-great-grandparents started a legacy that is still going. My mom, aunt, sister, and cousins' kids. In that case, I would have hyphenated it. Right? I wouldn't take away the man's, but that's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If my opinion is I would hyphenate it if I wanted to keep the legacy. Like, I have a girlfriend who married her husband and they carry both names, her husband's last name and her last name. He even carries both. They hyphenated on both of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep. Yep. If you don't want to give up your last name, to me the trade-off is not drop his name completely.
Right.
He's a part of that child. Don't
Yeah.
do that. Hyphenate it. That's just my opinion.
Mhm.
Right? You can hyphenate it. Right? And then as the child gets older, they can carry it however they want. Right?
Right.
Protagonist said, my father ain't ish in America, but I work so hard in this country for my name to come with respect, which it does. So it sucks, but I'm going to make sure I get him on the next. But you know what? My last name, Johnston, is not just my dad's. It's my grandfather's. It's
Mhm.
his grandfather. It's his father's. It's his grandfather's. It's a whole legacy. It's not just attached to my father. Okay, I had a relationship with my father's family. Okay, my father might not have been the best, but Johnston belonged to more than just my father.
Right. Yeah.
Just saying, right? But anyway, y'all, I got to go. It's all good, Theo. I don't fight nature anymore. I'll cooperate with it. I know that's right. Theo says, sorry you feel that way. Yeah, we are sorry you feel that way. Bye, Angel. She left us. Um, One reliable sense that my sister's daughter's name is the only hyphenated name. Okay. All right. And if it wasn't for the picture says the same reason you said about graduations, etc., the mom doesn't feel good hearing his name and they're not together. That's a personal problem, but it's the reality to each his own. True, but you still chose him. Stop choosing men that you don't want your child to carry their last name. I mean, I'm just saying. And I get that point. They don't want to hear it because they're not together anymore. And I understand that, right? But we got to make our own choices and we got to live with them in life. And that's just the way it is. And I'm not judging. We are just trying to do our best to navigate through this thing called life. And we're not going to like everything that people do in this life. But we got to do things that we can eat and sleep with. The fuck. It doesn't make it right. You're right, pictures, but we're human, right? And so we're trying to, like I said, navigate through this thing called life to the best of our abilities. And we're going to make decisions that hurt each other, right? We try not to, I hope. But anyway, y'all, this was Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. This is Freestyle Friday. Oh my God, I think I got a 10 o'clock meeting. Y'all almost taking me to 10 o'clock. All right, I gotta go, y'all. But hey, Donta McCormick, much love. Thank you for joining the show. But I'm gonna send y'all out on some positive vibes. I tell you, have a great weekend. Love up on each other. You and us is all we have. All right. Navigate your life to the best of your ability, but don't beat yourself up when you make a mistake. I read something that said mistakes make masters. All right. Go out there, like Angel said, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Do it scared. Just do it. All right. Many blessings to you guys. And with that, I always say, even when you feel low, what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am Raw to the Bone. Happy Friday, y'all. Enjoy your weekend. I will see you motherfuckers on Monday. Peace. Gone for now, but never forever. Make sure you go to the link in my bio and you follow me across all of my platforms, and you share my video, y'all. All right? Give me the thumbs up on YouTube. Give me the heart on IG. In the meantime, between time, get this message on your way out. Peace, y'all.
nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
Anything you want, anything you need.
your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief.
Hey,
It'll see
with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Hey, even when you feel
low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Hey.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
What?
Never ran, sitting on, man, I still go.
Go, 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 go. Peace, y'all. I'm out.